Scavenger house. There's some crazy cats swinging about. We got a groove and new game to play to chase all your cares away. So go with the flow, tell everyone that you know. We're making our sponsors a whole lot of dough on Scavenger House. We're gonna have a swinging time. Hello and welcome to Scavenger House, Salute to America. I'm your host, Chet. Let's get ready to meet today's contestants. She's a water park attendant and he's a farmer. From Westminster, Maryland, Marina and Joe. She's a horse wrangler and he's a yoga instructor. From Jonesboro, Georgia, Rain and Chuck. He's a professional Civil War reenactor and she's a riveter. From Cedar Falls, Iowa, Sam and Rosie. Every 4th of July, I like to reflect on what it means to be an American. To have the freedom to choose who to be, how to think, and what to drink. That's why I'm celebrating with the irresistible mix of citrus and sweetness in lime Doritos. From Doritos, America's favorite Mexican soda. Alright, let's get ready for the challenge round. Go west, young man, and grow up with the country. So spake Horace Greeley, inspiring bored Americans to ditch their wives and kids and strike out in search of a new America. As a result, we ended up with more states than anyone could possibly remember. For some states, the map makers got a little whimsical, like for Idaho, shaped like an elf playing Tetris in a cardboard box, while for other states, they just drew a square and called it a day. Contestants, for today's challenge, I'd like you to draw a map of all 50 U.S. states from memory. The team with the most accurate map will be the winner. There's 5 minutes on the clock, starting now. And while our newly appointed cartographers are working on their maps, let's pause for a word from today's sponsor. Chet here. Hosting my own game show can be hard work, which is why on my days off I like to relax in front of the fireplace with a fondue for one. And when Chet Laredo fondues, he fills it with cheese made by Briggs. You see, Briggs uses only the finest ingredients, ensuring a smooth taste that can't be beat. And to celebrate their partnership with Scavenger House, Briggs has released a limited edition cheddar cheese, a sharp, pungent cheese that's manufactured right here in the USA. None of that wimpy French cheese for Chet Laredo. And now Briggs even makes a non-dairy variety, which means for the lactose intolerant, Briggs comes out as smooth as it goes in. So the next time you're at the grocery store, reach for Briggs. That's B-R-I-G-G-S, Briggs, the only cheese worth a damn. Welcome back. It's time to see how our contestants did with their maps, starting with Marina and Joe. Let's see what you came up with. Wow, that is a shockingly accurate depiction of the western United States, though things seem to fall apart on you a bit above your home state of Maryland. Are you not familiar with the Northeast?
As a farmer, I'm not too concerned about that area up there.
Well, I'm afraid all the states will be counted equally in this challenge, but you still did some fine work. Sam and Rosie, let's see how you did. Another very impressive map. Looks like you've got almost every state on there, though according to my map, Utah is in between Nevada and Colorado, not on top of it.
You better double check.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's been some reshuffling.
Nice try, but you can't fool this host. So far, we've had 2 superb maps, enough to make our country proud. Rain and Chuck, let's see if you were able to keep up the fine work. Oh no, something's gone horribly wrong.
We didn't have enough time.
That's unfortunate, though I'm not sure time was your only issue.
Well, we just were having some trouble because we wanted it to be perfect and we had to start over because we made our states too big.
That's a little.
Well, I hate to nitpick, but your home state of Georgia is on there twice. I'm not sure what's going on above Louisiana, and I think you missed a state or two in the middle.
It's not that we don't know where the states are, we just didn't have enough time to finish.
We forgot the long part of Texas at the top, though.
Hey, I'll do the hosting around here. Alright, it's time to run these maps through the Scavenger House Map-O-Matic to find out who won today's challenge. Using complicated mathematical algorithms, our computer software will analyze the geographical components of each map in order to derive its overall accuracy and give us the winner of today's challenge. And it seems that Sam and Rosie narrowly edged out Marina and Joe, putting them in the lead 5 points to none. Fine job, everyone. I'd like to remind you that the winner of today's contest will be taking home a 1.5-liter bottle of lime Doritos. Alright, let's take some time to get to know our contestants a little better. Rain, you're a horse wrangler, and Chuck is a yoga instructor, and I understand you work together.
We have a horse ranch where we have 50 horses on our property. We live on 300 acres, and people come to get away from the city life, and you can ride horses, you can do yoga on horses, you ride
Ooh, looks like time is up. Joe, you're a farmer. Tell us, what crops do you grow?
Cabbage.
Anything else?
That's cabbage.
That's fantastic. Sam, you're a Civil War reenactor. Tell me, do you ever get to be Abe Lincoln?
Not Abe Lincoln, done soldiers. Sometimes they make us be the horse too. It's best if you get to be the front end of the horse, but
Oh, Sam, it sounds to me like you're just horsing around. Alright, let's get ready for the trivia round. Sam and Rosie, since you're in first place, you get to choose first from the following categories: horny animals, stellar ladies, or Bob Barker.
We'll go with Bob Barker, please.
According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, what is the word for a person who persistently fails to pay personal debts or expenses?
scofflaw.
Ooh, I'm sorry. The correct answer was deadbeat. A person who borrows, say, $20 from a friend and never pays him back is called a deadbeat. Marina and Joe, your turn to choose between horny animals or stellar ladies.
What do you want to do?
Animals.
We're going with horny animals.
What is the national animal of Scotland?
The unicorn.
Unicorn is correct. Wow, Marina, you really know your horny animals. That leaves Rain and Chuck with stellar ladies. In 1966, Wilson Pickett recorded a hit song about a woman who only wants to drive her Ford Mustang, and unwittingly mentioned what astronaut famed for being the first American woman in space?
I have no idea.
Buzz Aldrin.
No, it wasn't Buzz Aldrin. It was Sally Ride. And the lyric was Ride, Sally, Ride from the song Mustang Sally.
Oh.
Marina and Joe, your turn to choose first from 3 new categories. And they are Dudes Named Wilbur, Abbott and Costello and the Axial Rotation of Orbital Bodies, or Huge Dorks.
Abbott and Costello and the axial rotation of celestial bodies.
What planet is visited by Abbott and Costello in the 1953 film Abbott and Costello Go to Mars, and is the only planet known to rotate clockwise on its own axis?
Mars.
Sorry, the answer was Venus. In Abbott and Costello Go to Mars, the pair visits Venus. Rain and Chuck, your turn to choose between Dudes Named Wilbur or Huge Dorks.
Huge dorks, please, Chet.
What is the largest animal to ever live on Earth?
No, it's a blue whale.
Blue whale is correct. Sam and Rosie, that leaves you with Dudes Named Wilbur. In 1912, Wilbur Scoville invented the Scoville scale, which is used to measure what? Time is up. The Scoville scale measures heat in chili peppers.
That was our
3 new
second
categories
guess.
on the board. Rain and Chuck, choose between fake cowboys, food and drink, or U.S. history.
Fake cowboys. That's what I.
Which one of these actors has not played Billy the Kid? A. Emilio Estevez, B. Chris Christopherson, C. Gene Hackman, or D. Val Kilmer?
Gene Hackman.
Whoa!
Unforgiven. He's the bad guy. I don't know what his character name is, but he's the bad guy in Unforgiven.
That's right, Gene Hackman was not Billy the Kid in Unforgiven. And although that's not the question I asked, you did get it right, which means Sam and Rosie get to choose between food and drink or U.S. history.
We'll take food and drink.
Which of the following is not a flavor of Jarritos soda? A. Tamarind, B. Guava, C. Strawberry, or D. Papaya?
You think strawberry? You think strawberry? They do pineapple, lime. You think they don't have strawberry?
Tamarind.
We're gonna go with tamarind.
I'm sorry, tamarind is a delicious flavor of Jarritos. The correct answer was papaya. Hey, maybe there should be a papaya. I'll have to have a chat with Jarritos founder Don Francisco. All right, Marina and Joe, the last question is for you, and it's on U.S. history. Which of these U.S. presidents was not assassinated in office? A. William Henry Harrison, B. Abraham Lincoln, C. James A. Garfield, or D. William McKinley?
William Henry Harrison.
William Henry Harrison is correct. That brings our trivia round to a close. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see how things stand. Marina and Joe and Rain and Chuck add 4 points apiece, while Sam and Rosie hold steady at the top of the leaderboard with 5 points. Alright contestants, let's get ready for the Scavenger round. Mission number 1 is the Copper Lady. Each team must create a torch resembling the one held by the Statue of Liberty. Your second mission is a night at the movies. 5 points goes to the team that can find the oldest movie on DVD. And mission number 3 is the Leaning Tower of Cotton. The team that builds the highest tower using only Q-tips wins. There's 10 minutes on the clock, teams, starting now. And while our teams are hard at work, we'd like to wish our country a happy birthday. So light your sparklers and don your tri-cornered hats as Chet Laredo salutes America. Chet here. For this Independence Day, I wanted to do something extra special for my country. So 6 months ago, I began work on a fabulous musical about one of America's founding fathers, Alexander Hamilton. My name is Hamilton. I fought a duel, but I just couldn't win. Everything was going great.
This revolution's left our liberty in contention. That's why I'm calling for a new constitutional convention.
It wasn't until I was 3 weeks into dress rehearsals when I found out that some other jerk had beat me to it. Next, I had the idea to drive across country and shake the hands of as many of my fans as possible. But my producers informed me that there's something called a coronavirus going around, so I had to scrap that idea altogether. Finally, I asked the scientists here at Scavenger House Labs to build a machine that could transport the soul of George Washington into my body. Well, it took all week, but it's finally finished. So now, with the push of this button, I'll bring America's first president back to life. Let me just put on my powdered wig so George feels comfortable when he gets here. Alright, here goes. Where am I? Hey George, this is Chet Laredo, a famous game show host from the year 2020. I've transported your spirit into my body for just one day, so get out there, big guy, and see the country. You've earned it.
Well, Chet's brought back George Washington, but he's got just one day to have some fun. He's not too hip cause he's from the past, but it won't stop George from having a blast. Because he's George in the USA, having fun for just one day. George in the USA, having fun for just one day. He's drinking Jarritos, he's writing a song, he's catching a wave.
I know, Chet will never give you grandchildren sitting at home working on his game show all the time. Alright, I'll let Chet know when his spirit returns to his body. You have a good day too, Mrs. Laredo.
George in the USA, having fun, fun, fun for just one day. George in the USA, having fun, fun, fun for just one day. He's climbing a tree, he's feeding Chet's dog, he's catching a wave. Yeah!
What a fantastic birthday gift to our country. It's time to see how our teams did, starting with Marina and Joe. Let's see your copper lady. A beautiful pink flame, copper handle. That's a classy torch for a classy dame. Rain and Chuck, let's see your torch. I like the singing and the light element. This is another beautiful
Green.
torch. Sam and Rosie, let's see what you came up with.
Oh, please help.
Ooh, nice use of a light element, and I like the presentation, though I'm not sure the shape is correct. These are 3 superb torches, but I'm going to give the 5 points to Rain and Chuck. All right, Marina and Joe, let's see what movie you found for us. Ah, The Ugly Dachshund, one of my favorite films. Do you know what year it came out?
I think 1966.
1966. The bar is set. Rain and Chuck, let's see if you can beat it.
Oh, was it us? Oh, sorry. We got Star Wars.
Star Wars: A New Hope. And you sprang for the special edition.
Yes.
Yeah, of course there is.
That was released in 1977, which means The Ugly Dachshund is still in the lead. Sam and Rosie, what movie did you find? The immortal Gone with the Wind. Well, as far as filmmaking is concerned, it's no Ugly Dachshund, but it did come out in 1939, which means you get the 5 points. Your last mission was the Leaning Tower of Cotton. Marina and Joe, let's see how high you managed to build your tower. Looks as though you managed about a ½ inch or so.
It's at least an inch.
That's a lie I've been telling women for years, but it hasn't worked on them and it's not going to work on me. Sam and Rosie, did you manage to do any better? An interesting approach, but I'm afraid your use of a mason jar is in direct violation of the rules, which state that you can only use Q-tips. I'm surprised the two of you would resort to something so unpatriotic. Rain and Chuck, it's up to you. Let's hope your tower building is better than your map making.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Look at that tower!
In round 3, Sam and Rosie added 5 points, but Rain and Chuck added 10 points to make them today's winners.
Yay!
Congratulations, Rain and Chuck. You'll be spending the 4th with a 1.5-liter bottle of lime Doritos. Thanks for playing Scavenger House. Our time together is almost up, but before we go, I'd like to answer some viewer mail. Today's question comes from Brandy on Twitter. She says, Chet, I live in a small harbor town on the Jersey Shore, where every summer a sailor comes in and we pass the time together in perfect bliss. But before I know it, he's returned to his mistress, the sea. Am I a fool for loving a man I know I can never have for my own? Well, Brandy, that's an interesting question. One that's best answered through song. There's a girl in a harbor town and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, pass another round. She serves them whiskey and wine. Well, it came on a summer's day, bringing gifts from far away, but he made it clear he couldn't stay. No harbor was his home. And the sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Yeah, your eyes could steal a sailor from the sea. Well, Brandy used to watch his eyes when he told the sailor story. She could feel the ocean fall and rise. She heard it rage in glory. Oh, but he would always tell the truth. Lord, he was an honest man. And Brandy did her best to understand. At night, when the bars close down, Brandy walks through a silent town, and though there's a man who's not around, she still can hear him say, she hears him say, Brandy, you're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. Yes, my life, my love, and my lady